Hello, we're here. We're making lace today. You've been working so hard, getting everything ready, and now you get to actually make lace. I don't exactly remember what I said first last Sunday, but hopefully whatever I did then, I'll do better now and add a few more things. Oh, one of the things we did talk about was when you're winding bobbins, and y'all all got that delight, sometimes you need something to place the wound bobbins on so they're not rolling around, and they have a little gravity. As long as they have a little bit of gravity, they're going to be fine. So if you have a pair of wound bobbins and they're just hanging, have this on a table close by, whatever, you can wind lots of bobbins. I prepared for a in-person class over 10 years ago, where because we only had like 3 hours, I had to wind all the bobbins for everybody who was going to be there. So I had 8 pillows, so there was 8 sets of bobbin. Each peg I knew it held each, and then I had to dress the pillow, which is what we're going to do first, and get everything going. But this is a pasta rack, and I love this. We got it at Amazon. Just put in the words pasta rack, and I love this one because it comes off. Well, if I get my hands going the right way. And it's got 2 holes. The one I just took the legs out, and the ones that I'm going to put the legs into. And then the feet swivel to meet, and they fit in a box and stay on the shelf. If I'm just winding for myself and have the pattern ready, I go ahead and put the pattern. Don't do that. I'm being recorded, guys. You're supposed to, this is the observation. You're supposed to do it. Be good. Anyway, if I'm just doing it for one pillow, I get the pattern on the pillow and pins and just put them straight to the pillow. So, but this is a good tool if you get into a case where you're winding to go to the next project and your pillow is still full. You can have one of these, or you can get another pillow. Either one. So when you put your pattern, and I'm sorry I don't have it, I didn't take the pattern off, but put your pattern, you're going to put pins in as far from the pattern itself as you can and push it all the way down. I have a problem. I always tend to catch this pin, so I'm always pushing that one down. Oh, I did something wrong. I needed to spotlight this for everybody. Okay, so I've got pins on all 4 corners and one in the middle somewhere. You can kind of tell because it gaps a little bit on a round pillow. On a flat pillow, you're not going to have to worry about it, but I still like having an extra pin. The pattern that we has the very beginning. Let's see if I can put this under, you can see it. There, yes. It has 4 pair above the pattern. So if you haven't cut the 4 pair off, go ahead and start with those first 2 pins. Okay. If you have cut that off, like I have, you can put the pins just in front of the pattern. Because if you cut it off, where they in half, like I told you, this one's not, I mean, it's not actually going to be on the pattern. But you can start anywhere you want along the pricking, but you want to start on the same section. So don't start over here. This one doesn't work as well as this one. And we know that because the lady who edited this period pattern book said this is the best one to start with. And that kind of comes with either you get to try it and see, or you've done it so many other times on other patterns that you just experience. So we've got pin 1 and pin 2. And the pricking, the pattern says we're going to put 4 pair on each pin of 1 and 2. There's 2 ways to drape or to load bobbins on, and one is, let's see if I can get this where it's not as light, is called side by side, and the other is rainbow. I'm going to show you rainbow real quick because you're never going to see it again on this pattern. Okay, rainbow is where you pull one and the other pair is all the way on the other side of the set. Okay, side by side, which is the one we're going to be doing, you put the first one on, and since this is the left side of the pattern, you're going to put the next pair on the left side of the center. That's 2 pair. So we're going to put the third pair on side by side. You can check it, make sure that they're right next to each other. I'm making mine a little longer so they're all the same length. It's going to help you make the lace better if they're all the same length. And then the last 2 are on the very outside. We'll make them a little longer too. We'll talk about how to do that later on. Okay. You can do the same thing on the right side, starting by putting the middle one in on the first, so on the second bobbin, second bobbin. And then the second pair on that second pin, it's going to go to the right. So you've got your middle and you're working out because we're doing side by side. And then the third pair is the side by side. And the fourth pair, side by side. Okay. I want to show you something real quick. You can see that a little bit. Try to make it. I want to make this pair is too long, so I need to make it shorter. And what you're going to do is grab a pin. I grab one of my long ones, one of the corsage pins, and try to get it underneath the loop that goes from the head of the bobbin. There we go. And pull it away from the bobbin. Then you're going to roll the bobbin back up, and it takes it up. That's the magic of that knot. Okay, we'll do that a lot, so don't worry about it. Now then, you're going to only work with 4 bobbins at a time. Only 4. So we're going to take away some of our bobbins. If you have a flat pillow, you can just lay them over on the flat side. You may want to put a pin to keep them away from your others. If you have a bolster pillow, that's what I love about bolster pillows. You can put them over on the back of the pillow, completely out of the way. Okay. So, looking back on the handout, we have different pathways, and I've colored them different colors. So we have the blue and the orange coming from pin 1, and the pink and the yellow coming from pin 2. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to start with the orange set, orange pathway, and come down till we get to pin 3. Now, every dot on this pricking is another way to say the pattern. Technically, this is a pricking because you're going to poke holes in it. This is the pattern because it tells you which way to go. Okay. And in modern books especially, you're going to have both of them. In period books, you only had the pricking thing you were going to work with. Okay. So we are going down from the first pin. See if I can get it up here. First pin to the third pin. Now, ideally, no, I'm not going to do that now. We'll talk about that later. Just tell you there's a surprise coming out. Okay, you need to number your bobbins or your threads. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to take number 2 and put it over number 3. 2 over 3. Renumber the bobbins. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to take the even numbers, and I'm using the first finger of each hand to help me with this one, and put them over the odd numbers. Then you kind of pull it apart. Then you're going to do it again. Now, this is the hard part because it's going all over the place. Just be firm with yourself and know you can do it. Okay. So, same thing again. 2 over 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even over odd. And then pull it apart. And then 2 over 3. Sorry, 2 over 3. I did it too fast. Even over odd. And you'll get this down to where you can do it faster, but don't worry about doing it faster now. 2 over 3. Even over odd. Martha, you doing okay?
I think so.
Oh, good. Okay, so keep doing it until the thread, the little Y that the thread makes right here, comes and the pinhole is right there. Just barely, you can just barely see it on the angle of the Y. So I need to keep going. 2 over 3, even over odd. Look at it. Oh, yay. Now, that's really a good place to have it. Okay. If you go, you can't go beyond the point, the pinpoint, or it looks bad. It's better to be short of the pin than to go over the pin. So we've got that. Now we can't do any more on this pathway because we have an intersection of colors. When a color crosses a color, we have to have both pathways ready to cross. And we've not done anything with that pink pathway on pin number 2. So that's what we're going to do now. And we've already taken and segregated them, separated them from the extra bobbins for the outside. Same pattern, 2 over 3, even over odd. Pull 2 over 3, even over odd. Pull, keep them all at the same level. It'll help. So you want your bobbin heads to be at the same level. And you're not pulling hard. 2 over 3, even over odd. Again, 2 over 3, even over odd. Now, I don't count how many stitches I do. I just look to see. And if you look right now, maybe hard to see, but I can't see that dot. It's too long. So I have to take it off. So I'm going to go back and take the even over odd and the 2 over 3 off. And I'm going to try to just loosen a little bit, make it work. So it's right there. As soon as you can, because I know you're learning how to move the bobbins, how to hold the bobbins, and all of that, and how to manage them. When you're making lace, you need to be looking right here so that your eyes are you're not looking at the bobbins themselves. You're looking at the threads as they move. So as soon as you can, do that. But for now, let's look at my bobbins. Get this done. We need all 8 of these bobbins. I know I told you were only going to use 4 at a time. I lied. But if you consider each pair as one bobbin, the movement's the same. Okay? So we're crossing the orange path and the pink path now. When we're done, these 4 bobbins are going to be, they're going to be opposite. But don't just do it that way because it's just not pretty. Okay. Also, it's not structurally sound. So 2 over 3. And kind of help those 2 come over with your pointer finger and get the other 2. Okay, so we've done that.
Oh.
You're going to do even over odd. And your threads look like that. You need to put a pin in the number 3 pinhole. So we're going to put a pin right there. And it needs to be in between those 2 sets of threads. So I lay it down and get the pin right up on that spot. And there we go. Now we need to close this pin. And you do that by going 2 over 3. And that's what gets all the bobbins from the pink pathway over here, and all the bobbins on the orange pathway over here. Okay, just like doing that. Now then, we're going to go ahead and continue with the pink bobbins. And we're going to go down to, oh, no, nope. I want to do it the way I have it numbered. Take the orange bobbin. Oh, I did this backwards. Oh, well. I still want to do it the way I have them numbered. So we've done 1, 2, 3. We're going to get number 4, but the difference between 4 and all of the other pin numbers here is that 4 doesn't cross. So when we get to that pinhole and we can see the marking in between bobbins 2 and or threads 2 and 3, we just put a pin in. There's no extra doodles, no extra stitches, just put a pin in. So I do want to work down. So we're using the yellow, which are the ones on the right hand side that you've put out of the way. And we're going to go from pin number 2 to pin number 4. And then we're going to go down to, we're not going to actually put anything in this pin, but we want to make sure that our threads are ready for that pinhole. And it's the same pattern, 2 over 3, even over odd. 2 over 3, even over odd, and tension. 2 over 3, even over odd. Every time you tension, look, see how close you are to that dot. 2 over 3, even over odd. And again, 2 over 3, even over odd. Now for me, it's time to put the pin in. So I'm going to take it and put the pin in. I want to angle my pin. So it's going, I've got a drawing. So this is the pattern. I'm going to angle it like this. And that, every time I go to the, I call it an elbow. It's the elbow part of the pattern. Somebody called it that on one of my first classes. And I just, oh, it's good. It's an elbow. Looks like an elbow. You bend it like an elbow. But so every time you put a pin in that elbow spot, you want to angle it out so that it holds the point out. Pin placement matters. And on the sides, you want to angle out. On the inside, you want to do it up and down, or you want to angle it to the back, depending on the pattern. This pattern, it doesn't matter, but whichever way you choose, you do it every time. So 2 over 3, even over odd. 2 over 3, even over. Yes, ma'am? I didn't hear you. Okay. 2 over 3, even over odd. Two over 3, even over odd. Two over 3, even over odd. And you go, keep going until you get where it's ready. I went too far, so I'm going to undo. It's ready to go into pin number 6, but we're not going to put it in there yet. Okay. And you want to also, with your pin placement, you want to put it in about halfway the length of the pin, because that way you've got something to kind of pull just a little bit on. You're not going to jerk it, but you want to give it a little bit of a tug, make it fit real tight up against the pin itself. Okay, now we're going to go to number 5. I'm going to pull those bobbins from around back. They've been sitting on number 1. all this time. And we're doing the blue pathway, going from number 1 to number 5. Okay. So same pattern, 2 over 3, even over odd. 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 And I need a little bit more, 2 over 3, even over odd. Okay, so I've got one set of for pin number 5 ready, and I've got one set for pin number 6 ready. So now I need to get the inside sets ready to go. So we're going to start with the pink trail. So, which is this one right here, coming from 3 to number 5. 2 over 3, even over odd. Now these are called a cross. 2 over 3 is a cross, and even over odd is a twist. So cross, twist, and that looks pretty good. Guess what? It's time. This stitch is called the windmill. And you can see my threads. You've got a pair for each number, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you move them together as if they were one. So pair 2 goes over pair 3. And this takes a lot of dexterity. I've done a lot of these, so it's just, I can do it because I just failed at it enough, really. Even over odd. And if you have a flat pillow, you do not have to hold your bobbins in your hand. So you can just put them right there on it, make them into the pairs, and pick up the second pair and put it over that third pair, pick up 2, put it over 1, pick up 4, put it over 3, and tension. Okay. But I did that wrong. I'm sorry. Back up. I should have backed up sooner. So you only do 2 over 3, even over odd, then you stop. You've got that, I don't know, hourglass thing sideways. I don't know what I see there, but I see something. It reminds me of a superhero, but I can't tell you why. You put your pin in, and I put mine going just slightly back. It's just a habit. As long as you're doing the same thing in the middle, that's what you need to do. And then you close the pin by doing 2 over 3. I did something wrong. I went to the wrong pin. So sorry, guys. I went to the wrong pinhole. So that should have been in pin number 5, not something way down there that I had no idea what I was doing. There we go. So now we need to work on the orange trail to get it ready to do a windmill at pin number 6. So we've got 2 over 3, even over odd. 2 over 3, even over odd. Cross, 2 over 3. Twist, even over odd. And check. And there I am. It's a good place. We do the windmill now. We've got a pair for each number. So 2 goes over number 3. And the evens go over evens go over odd. You get a pin in the right place, which is number 6 now. And then you close the pin by going 2 over 3 and pull it tight. So we have finished all 6 of these pins. And the rest of the pattern is the same. You go 2 over 3, even over odd, cross, twist for each pathway. If a color crosses another color, that pin needs to be a windmill. And I kind of drew it out kind of weird. I don't know why I went A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. But you've got the pin, the pair 1, pair 2, pair 3, pair 4. And you've got 2 going over 3, and then the evens going over odd. And then you put the pin in here. Don't worry about the red. And then you close it up with the 2 over 3. Are you doing okay, Martha?
No, I'm starting over. I'm taking everything out, starting over.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it, sweetie.
Don't give up. You can do it.
I'm not going to give up.
Yay.
I didn't say anything about giving up.
Awesome. Awesome.
I think I need better glasses.
Magnifying glasses, remove the spotlight. And
I use these for magnifying glasses, and they also come with the light.
Yeah, that's what I'm putting on.
oh, good.
But I'm not going to put the light on.
Yeah,
Having
love 'em.
light is important too. That's why I need the light for this to really be like that, but y'all couldn't see the pattern well for that to happen. There are sorry. Okay, I want to make sure I've told you everything I meant to. We talked about the pin placement. If it's on the outside, you're going to angle them. So this is, let me spotlight this one again for everyone. So this is for the left side, and this is for the right side, and this is for everything in the middle. And you want to make sure it's going up and down. If you have it leaning back or left or right, it's going to make a difference in especially the finer laces. So get into the habit. And like I said, I do just a slight, I do these about this much on the sides, but I do the front and back. On the middle, I do to the back just a little bit, not really, nowhere near this one. And I showed you the pasta rack, and I think that's everything. Don't give up. Keep working on this. Keep going. next time we get together, I want to show you how to put small beads on the ends of each elbow. So you'll need some seed beads, just little bitty tiny ones, and a not like a long thin needle, but as long as you can find, that's still a sewing needle, a big sewing needle. So basically, the seed bead has to go through it. So with a little bit of thread on either side. And it needs to be as long as you can make it. If you decide you want to do this a lot, you're going to want to get what's called a lazy Susan. And someone has taken and put the needle with the sharp point inside of, usually it's a piece of wood. Like this is a pin that they did this with. And I don't have the lazy Susan out, but I will bring it out next time. And that'll help you hold it easier. But it's real easy to put seed beads on. You can put pearls, you can put glass beads, plastic beads, whatever kind of beads you want. In period, they used spangles, which was the predecessor to the sequins that we use. So it's all wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon, can you think of anything I've forgotten to say that I said last time, or just plain out forgot?
No, I think you covered everything.
Okay, I tried. Yeah. It was so good to see all of you. Like I told Stephanie, I want this to be after everybody's comfortable with the movements, and you can pick your own pattern, and I can help you with whatever, or we can help each other with whatever pattern you're doing. I'd like to just get together however often anybody's willing to, and sit and make lace and complain about whatever's there to complain about.
That would be
Okay,
great.
I'm having trouble with your magic knot. It's
Yes, thank you. That's what I wanted to get back to. I knew there
because
was
they're slipping.
yes. Okay. Thank you. So now take that off, show you how to do it. I wish I had paid attention in my class yesterday, because my teacher just did twisted it around the end of it, and boom, it was there. But I can't do that. So what I do, okay, I'm trying to get it where it's up enough that you can see it. There we go. Okay. So you're going to wrap, and the thread is coming off of the top of this bobbin and going around my finger. That could be what the problem is, Martha. It's going around my finger till you've got two pieces.
Oh, you put 2 loops in?
2, yes, ma'am. One won't hold it. So there's 2 thread that around my finger, and now in the notch between the 2 heads on the bobbin.
Okay.
Take your finger out, pull the thread. If that doesn't work, put 3. Okay. And then we're back to making the thread shorter.
Okay, sorry, we got to redo all these.
And you pull the little loop. Sorry, I didn't show you what loop I was putting it in. That little one right there. It's the one that comes from the supply to where the knot lives. And you pull that one away from you. And you twist.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm twisting toward me. You do that until you've taken the bobbin thread up as much as you want to. And I always overtake the thread, take it up too much. Not quite this too much. I did this one on purpose. So when you want to make it longer, you turn the thread perpendicular to the bobbin, or the bobbin perpendicular to the thread at a right angle. And you're just going to turn it so that the thread lengthens until it's right up, the heads are together, and it's going to be in the right length. One of the things that I also don't know if I told you on Sunday is that everybody, the length between the working space, the pins, and the heads of your bobbin are different for everyone. This is a little long, but not too long for me. But some people like to work much closer to the ends. If you do any longer than this, I don't know anybody that works longer or farther away than this. Sharon, do you work farther away than?
No, I do not.
Because that's about a length of a bobbin for me.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie, do you?
No, they get too long, they just tangle. So
Yeah.
And Marcia, do you need to see that again?
Me?
I'm sorry, Martha. Do you need to see that again?
No. I'm
Okay.
I'm just right now. I'm putting a new twist on the top of all my bobbins.
Woohoo! Put a new twist on it.
Yeah, I'm putting a new
What-
twist on.
Wonderful.
Then I'm going to untwist everything.
Mm-hmm. So there's so much that's thrown at you when you're starting to learn a new craft,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what it is. But I'm hoping that we took bite-sized pieces for this one so far.
Ouch.
Like, we're going to stay with this pattern for at least the next one, maybe the next two. And you can stay with this as long as you need to, want to,
Mm-hmm.
desire. But we will be looking at the other pattern that was on the handout for the pricking lace patterns, such. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.
Okay.